What's up, everybody? Corey Van Castle Cook here of the Movie Chumps, and I just got out of 28 Years Later, just out of the theater from 28 Years Later, the sequel to 28 Days Later, which was released in 2002, one of the seminal zombie films of the early 21st century that really kind of paved the way for things like The Walking Dead and everything we've gotten since then. Directed by Oscar winner Danny Boyle, written by Oscar nominee Alex Garland. Holy fucking shit. This movie is outstanding, phenomenal. I was not expecting, I was expecting it to be good. But I was not expecting it to be this good. The cinematography by Anthony Dodd Mantle, right off the bat, I've got to call this out. This is one of the most beautifully shot horror films I have ever seen in my life. It may be one of the most incredible films I've ever seen, and just of the cinematography, the beauty and the majesty of the kind of Scottish Highlands island area. I'm not exactly where they filmed, but this was definitely not on a freaking green screen. This was out there in nature. It was raw. It was visceral. I felt it, and there are so many different shots in this that I was just so blown away by. It was just like it had this air to it, like the world was completely askew and strange, and some of it was from a low perspective because Alfie Williams, I believe is his name, who plays Spike. He plays a 12-year-old kid named Spike. He's the lead in this. It's not Aaron Taylor Johnson. It's not Ralph Fiennes. It's not Jodie Comer. It's this kid. And I'm telling you, this may be the best child performance in a movie I've seen since Haley Joel Osment in The Sixth Sense. He is just carries this film. He has a sweetness and a bravery and a determination and this air of wonder about him and an empathy that it kind of breaks your heart. But you are with him. You are ride or die with this kid almost from the first moment. It's crazy. It's hard for me to describe this film because it's like watching something that's completely off kilter. It's a world that's completely gone insane. Basically, Britain has been cut off from the rest of the world. It's basically fuck you, you guys can deal with it on your own. The rest of the world has moved on. They're in such a quarantine area that they're living with bows and arrows and foraging and all this shit trying to get by. And it's a film that has some incredibly intense scenes, especially in the first hour. There is a banana batshit scene that happens in the second half that's in a like a train car, a disused train car, that I'm not even going to talk about because you just got to experience it yourself. Some of the zombies are different now. There's ones that are called alphas that are a little more, they're even stronger. They're more intelligent. There's ones that are these kind of creepy crawly ones that happen. They're kind of slow movers. Ralph Fiennes plays this doctor in it who's kind of lost his mind in some ways, but how his character develops and plays out and the situation that he's in is very interesting. And I was blown away. I was just really, this one's going to stick with me, I think. I don't understand the people saying that they didn't like the second half, or they thought the second half was slow or something like that. It does. I'll say this. It does end on a bit of a cliffhanger. That's because of the fact that this is part of a trilogy. The second film, I believe called The Bone Temple, is coming out in January. But I still think I strongly disagree with some of the people who are saying that this is a film that can't stand on its own. I do not agree with that at all. And just like any great genre fiction, great horror is always talking about something else. And this is absolutely a movie about helplessness and hopelessness in the world. Whether that's seeing the world around you and feeling absolutely impotent and not being able to do anything about it, or whether that's your mom who may be dying of sickness, like Alfie's mom is in this, Jodie Comer's character, who Isla, I believe is her name, and yet persisting in the face of hopelessness with bravery and majesty and beauty, and knowing that, as one of the characters says in this, memento mori, someday you will die. But the fact that we do die makes our lives so much more important because there is a finite end date to that. I know that's weird to say, maybe, and hard to believe with some kind of like a zombie movie, I guess you could say. But man, this one, I dug the hell out of this. Aaron Taylor Johnson, it plays a very interesting character, kind of a conflicted dad. He's Spike's dad. He's going through his own stuff. Jodie Comer, I mean, Jesus, when she's going to win an Oscar someday. I mean, this is like Oscar-worthy type of performance from her. Somebody who's clearly got something going on with her that's affecting her mind. And part of this is Spike trying to find out. I don't want to give too many details, but trying to find a way to see if he can save his mom. But it's another. Danny Boyle doesn't need any more bona fides. Okay, he's one of the kings out there in terms of direction. This is a fantastic film. He's a fantastic director. Alex Garland wrote this, and it's awesome. He did a great job. I can't recommend this one enough. It's a very, very strong 9 for me, and I cannot wait to discuss this thing next week with Luke on our Movie Chumps podcast. So that's it for me. That's it for me. Guys, I can't stress this enough. Go see this movie. Go see this movie. It is absolutely great. You will love it. But that's it for me right now. I'm Corey Van Castle Cook of the Movie Chumps, signing off. Peace.